Is this working? I think it's working. I see things moving. Billy sent me porn again.
Oh, we're on? Okay.
He just, he loves to just send me these random... Sometimes they're funny things, but sometimes...
Oh, the Billy stuff?
Yeah, he sometimes just sends me these random things that sometimes it's funny, like normal stuff you send to each other.
But then sometimes you're like,
on a messenger. And then sometimes it's just porn. And I'm like, what the fuck? I like Billy a lot, but it's so weird. Luckily, I never open these with the volume up and in a public place.
Sir, could you please go home?
I mean, I get it. Sometimes it's the trick ones where you're looking and it's a hot girl, and then like
a penis shows up
15 seconds, 20 seconds in, they spread their legs and a big old donger whops out, and you're like, oh no! And don't anyone get on my case about me being any kind of phobic. I just
yeah.
I don't need to see a dick. Sorry. So, but then I go and just forward it. So, fuck it. Let me pull up what the fat guy, because.
Oh, do we have further stories?
No, well, I said I was gonna call him, and I put the wrong thing in. I said I was gonna call him, so I just figured I'd do it around the time I said I would, so that he actually answers. Plus, this is kind of like a follow-up to the weight loss competition with him.
Please leave your message
this
for
motherfucker.
8642.
Right to voicemail, too. Like,
That's
just
fantastic.
fucking rude.
That's fantastic. He immediately pressed that button.
That's fucking
He
rude.
saw your name, laughed out loud, and pressed the button.
All right. Well, either he'll call back or I'll just continue to go fuck myself.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay. I haven't stopped eating bad since you brought those donuts over, which I didn't eat because I was trying to exercise self-control.
Yeah.
And then we got into this week, which is like every day the feels like temperature's been over 100 degrees outside. And we were complaining about how when it rains, it's so humid, you're hot. But this was like all week it didn't rain.
Standing
and
heat.
we were praying for the rain because it's just that sun, no breeze. And I like you were like a couple times, you're like, why don't we take the tent out? And I was like, I feel like a pussy pulling this giant tailgating tent out to work on a backflow for an hour. But I'm thinking next week maybe that's what we do. So anyway, one of those days it was so unbearably fucking hot and miserable.
We were only working like 20, 30 minutes and get in the truck and like just sit in the AC for like 10, 15, then get out and like do more work. It's like
but by the end of the day, I was sapped.
Yeah. Anybody listening to this who's never been to Florida, you'll never understand. Because even like out in the deserts in the west of the country, like, yeah, it gets fucking hot, but there's no humidity. So it's this dry heat. So as long as you're drinking fluids, yeah, it's hot, but you're not soaked.
Yeah, it's like walking around with a 10-pound blanket
and
over you.
And it never
not 10, like a 40-pound blanket.
And it's not like you sweat and you're no. It pours off you.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's 9:30 in the morning and we're soaking wet.
Yeah.
And and we haven't even really done anything yet.
No.
Like the real work hadn't even started because we didn't even start till 10. Just setting up was just oppressive.
It was a miserable, exhausting.
If you've never been to Florida, you'll never understand.
It's still only June.
Yeah, I know, right? Like we haven't even gotten to the hot months.
Dude, we are so fucked.
Like that's that's the gimmick. That's the gimmick. We had the COVID, then we had the Black Lives Matter, and now we're transitioning. We were going back into the COVID. In July, the whole planet's just gonna go off flames.
He's calling. Hello.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Listen, I was in the middle of a TikTok live when you called.
In the middle of a TikTok live?
I got my 110 fans watching, and you call and you interrupted it, and I had to explain to them that I was going to go do a podcast for the Breakfast Club.
Oh,
but
see,
I was interrupted by the rude host of the show.
The rude host.
I only told you when we were calling.
And then I
only told you when we were calling. Like, God forbid you schedule your TikTok at the same time that you okayed me to call.
Now, I will say this though.
Yeah.
After I told him that the rude host was calling me and I had to get off the live to go do this, I said, I just want to let everybody know that I beat him in a weight loss challenge because he is a fat piece of shit who has gone down a path of, pretty soon you're going to look like maximum capacity.
This is why I'm calling you, to give you an update on my walk. What are we gonna call it? My fall from grace. My shame spiral. My
shame spiral is fantastic.
my month of misery here. So I was telling Marco how hot it was outside, and that I regret not eating the donuts he brought Saturday that he reviewed on the air of the last podcast. That I watched sit here for an hour before he decided to eat them. He left the box open, not like even closed. It was like donuts were staring at me for an hour. But that like Tuesday or whatever, it was so hot that I was like, fuck this. If I'm going to be this miserable, I might as well eat bad too. And ever since then, I haven't been able to stop. Yesterday,
that's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yesterday I ate like shit. Dude, if I can tell you, I can't stop shitting and farting. Oh, so much bad food's going through me.
It's all right.
Man,
he's sweating it off, AJ. It's fucking hot out here, man. Fuck Florida.
It's hot. I'm sitting out in my patio. It is. First of all, it's ridiculously hot because it's humid here. But second, that sandstorm that is coming through is here. I feel like I live in the Sahara.
What are you talking about? What do you mean it's there? It's here too, and we're looking out. We both look at the window at the same time.
I don't know. Maybe not. I would assume if it's going to hit Georgia, it's going to hit Florida at about the same time.
Yeah. How does a sandstorm come around? What is it?
I'm looking out the window. It's all blue skies, brother.
Yeah, blue skies, bro.
No, not here. It looks like I live in the sky has like a haze over it. It's the
like
craziest shit.
It looks like
when
you're
I drove
on
through
the surface of Mars.
Well, when I drove through, I came up through Atlanta yesterday through the city, and when you come I was coming around the turn, you can start to see the city. It was just like a haze, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like I didn't know. And
oh, wait a minute,
I stopped it.
We might not be getting it yet. AJ may have it before us. It looks like it's circling around the Gulf. It hit like Texas and Louisiana first. It's like cupping around us, and we'll be one of the last places to actually see this. Because of course, fuck Florida.
Or maybe it's like a cold front. It just stalls out before it gets to us.
Right.
So you've got the Sahara Desert over your head. We've got blue skies.
Man, they're blue skies till we step outside and melt.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll look like one of your candles, Anthony.
Whatever. I don't even know what that means.
No, weren't you pitching candles last week?
Are you in a pyramid scheme?
I'm trying to make a buck on the side,
Oh, you are in a pyramid scheme.
He's like wax tips or something. I don't remember what it was.
Actually, no. See, okay, so Ricky Vandal's wife makes wax melts. So she was
I've never heard what a wax melt is, though. I thought that was just an action.
Cart warmer, and it burns it, so you don't have to have a flame with fire and the smoke.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. I know that's real bougie shit. Nice. That's some bougie ass shit, man.
Well, she makes money on it though, so she was like, hey, you want to, kind of
want to get in on this?
Push it. No, just push it, and
she's trying to get the rub off his TikTok.
He's step 2 of the pyramid.
So now we got the code. If you use the code AJ Slambino, you get 15% off your purchase.
And how wet does your beak get off that code?
I have no idea. I'm a horrible businessman.
I think we all kind of share in that.
I'm probably getting worked right now. I'm probably getting worked.
He's not getting anything, but they're tracking how many sales, and they're. You'll know if they never call you back again that you weren't of any help to them.
Anybody?
Right, they're gonna be like, we didn't sell anything. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
Anybody who Bobby Rogers worked, anybody who worked for Bobby Rogers is a terrible businessman. I would say just about anybody.
Right. No, that's probably the truth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't. I can't think of a single soul who succeeded in life who worked for Bobby.
No, none of us. Yeah.
Speaking of which, just to remind all three of us that we still have to do a call with him about the Davey Rodeo show.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Yes, I agree.
Which one of us wants to draw the
I'll be
short
busy that
straw?
day.
Yeah, whatever. We'll do it.
And actually hit him up about it because.
I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
All right, it'll become a thing when you do, so you know.
No, he'll be persistently.
Right. Immediately, it'll be a thing.
It'll be a thing. Like last thing you want to do is shake that fucking beehive.
Right. I just don't want to hear like TK Stark stories. That's all I know. 'Cause I'm sure he's got a few of those.
Oh.
Yeah. So
The things that have and have not been inside TK Stark.
Wow, Jesus.
Well, you know what? Marco, you'll get this. He's the New Age Babylon. That's what happened.
Fantastic.
So back to my shame spiral.
Oh God.
I just haven't been able to get back on the ball, man. I try, and then by like midday, I haven't eaten anything bad. But then the first thing that goes in my mouth is like mozzarella sticks from Wendy's drive-thru or something. I've probably put it all back on, to be honest with you. I'm probably right back up.
When you've reduced to drive-through mott sticks, yeah, you're that shame spiral is deep, man. That's like a Cat 5.
Right. Can you just for shits and giggles, can you weigh yourself?
No. No, the scale's not in the studio.
I
said
this week. I didn't say it right now.
Oh yeah. I'll do it when we get off. I'll at some point, or when we're going to a Publix while we're working, he'll nudge me onto the scale on the way to.
No, public. I can't do that on a public scale because it could be 20 pounds either way.
Right, this is true.
You're like, you get that low number, you're like, fuck yeah, man, I'm feeling good about myself. Fuck AJ, I got this shit. You go home and weigh yourself on the real scale, and it's like, nah, motherfucker, you're fat.
Yeah. That's not good, because if those aren't accurate, all those people that bring their luggage to weigh it before they go on the trip to the airport, they probably get fucked when they go there, and American Airlines goes, sir, you're 10 pounds over. We got to charge you an extra $100.
Bro, it was fucking bad. Like when I was bodybuilding, and we go to Publix after the fucking gym. You didn't weigh yourself. I'll weigh myself at Publix. It's like, oh yeah, you're 220, and it's like, no. You get so mad, but then you go home. It's like, oh no, 245. You're fine. Like, what the fuck, man? And you go to the next Publix, and it says you're 260. So it's just like, no. If you weigh yourself on a public scale, you're gonna lose. You're always gonna lose.
But I see all those
So
people
wait
that bring their luggage. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that he potentially cheated on the weight loss challenge.
How would I have cheated?
Yeah, how would you
I
cheated?
weighed on the same scale both times.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, you use the same scale.
He
cheated to lose?
Right.
Well, I mean, he honestly. Well, let's be real here. He didn't eat for 4.5 days and took a shit pill, shit liquid, so that he could try to win, and he still lost. So, I mean, would you put anything past him?
No, and you bringing up cheating makes me think you're the one that cheated.
Ben Tipples is an honorable man.
I didn't cheat.
I still think you you rested your belly on the counter when you weighed yourself
pulled a Homer Simpson.
I'm still listen. I haven't fallen off the deep end like you. You're over here eating fried Oreos and mozzarella sticks.
Where am I at a
Burger
carnival?
King.
No.
And I don't know what you're eating over there.
Yeah, it's
chicken parm sandwich. What did you eat?
I did have a chicken parm sandwich.
That looked like a damn good chicken parm sandwich.
It was all right.
All right.
It was all right. It was good.
Yeah.
But there were like 3 things I saw that they had after she started making the chicken parm
rather have had.
that I would have rather gotten.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you were talking about that Reuben.
Yeah, I'd never been in that place.
Yeah.
And
what was it?
It was it's called was it Belmonte's? It's off Atlantic before Atlantic past Dixie's, right before US 1, right before the beach. and it's in like this little shopping center, it's a little Italian kind of shop, and it's got all fucking bro. Dude, your eyes would go wide with the possibilities of things you could walk out, handmade pastas and all this cheeses and shit. Well, they make sandwiches in the back, and we every now and then like. Zach and I would go and I'd get like they make this Italian sandwich. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But they're famous for a bunch of their sandwiches. One is the Reuben, which
I've never
been found out that the Reuben was good.
No. What happens is I've never been in there, so I'm just looking at the menu up there, and I'm clueless. Nobody wants to smarten me up on nothing, and so as soon as she's like making it,
wants to smarten you up.
I go and I just mumble to myself, oh, maybe I should have gotten the Reuben. And Marco turns to me and goes, oh, Zach swears by that. He lives and dies by that sandwich. And I throw my hands. I go, she's already making my chicken parm. Thanks for the heads up.
Well, I didn't fucking
listen,
know.
Though, at that point, you're already a fat fuck. You should have just went for a second one.
I eat half of one, half of the other, and take the rest.
That's what I would have done, and eat the other halves for dinner.
Okay, so I failed on 2 accounts.
You know what though? You know what? You're right. You couldn't have eaten it for dinner because you went and got a pizza. You fat ass.
You're laughing, but I'm already thinking about the pizza I'm going to order once Marco leaves. But the funny thing is, I'm off to a good start today because my roommate does these like survey things. So you get paid like decent money to do. And side note here, I've tried to get him to hook me up with him, and he's like, oh, you can't be 2 in one household. I think he's bullshitting me, and he doesn't want to.
Oh, he's so working you. Are you kidding me? It would work.
No way. So I think he's lying his ass off to me. But regardless, they sent him a box with a bunch of like different keto cereals. And they're like, they wanted him to taste test them and then fill out the survey. And I'm like, oh, well, keto stuff. This would have been great 3 weeks ago. And like, so he took him down to his mom's with him. And when he came back, they were all still unopened. I go, you haven't eaten any of these yet? He goes, no, but I filled out the survey. I just copied my friend's answers. And I'm like, and he's like, you can have all of them except this one, which was like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch one. So there were like 5 other ones. So I grabbed like 2 of them today. Because I have these little vanilla protein drinks that are like 1 gram of carbs, but it's like milk. It's like vanilla flavored milk kind of. So I'm like, oh, I pour this on the keto cereal. You're good. So I had 2 of those little pouches of keto cereal with the protein milk. So I'd be off to a great start today. Yeah. Like I've had cereal, but I'm within the diet parameters, yada yada. But as I'm eating the cereal, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna eat a pizza later. Fuck
this. First, like, can we just go back for a second?
Yeah, anywhere you want to go.
The survey thing is the most huss thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't want to like hook me up. I almost assume it's
well, first of all, him just doing the surveys from like that's such a huss thing. Number 1, number 2, he is so lying to you. 1 per household. What? That doesn't even make sense. He's such a liar. He doesn't want you to steal his survey thunder.
It's like
that's what it is.
It's like Nielsen ratings. Well, what'll happen is he'll realize they'll go, well, this guy from the house is actually giving honest answers. This guy's answers.
Right. He's got us on a podcast. He's got it on his page. He's gonna be like, this kickball guy don't have shit.
Yeah.
I love a good huss burial, by the way.
Yeah, it's almost.
Yeah, honestly, you probably could have Blake on and just have an entire show of Blake and Huss going at it.
Well, I think we could. Speaking of Blake,
Blake's got bigger fish to fry.
Speaking of Blake, 2 things.
Yeah.
One, I don't want to bring up his business, but he's definitely going through a hardship on Facebook right now.
He is.
Right, he is, yeah.
But 2, it was the first furlough files last week where he didn't take a shot at Blake.
You know what? Well, I didn't have anything, but now I have a lot.
So we could double up today if you want.
Right. I mean, listen, all you got to do is tell him he's got to wear a mask, and it's over. We're good.
He's like, does he understand he's Karen?
No.
He is.
He's a
He's
Karen.
the male Karen. Blake is the male Karen.
He's a male Karen.
Well, don't you pay attention to TikTok, Anthony? Male Karen is a Bob.
What?
It's Bob and Karen.
Bob and Karen.
Oh, okay.
So Blake's a Bob?
Yeah, Blake's a Bob.
Bob Chadwick.
Bob Chadwick, or Blake Bobwick.
Big Bobwick.
Oh no! Can we change that on the thread like now?
I almost wanted to. Speaking of Huss, he made a post bitching about Karens and Kyles, and I wanted to get real fucking like internet nerdy and go, well, actually, a Kyle is like a contractor guy who drinks Monster drinks and punches drywall and his girlfriends. A Bob is what you're talking about. But I figured I'd leave it go. You know, let him look a little silly with his misterm.
Why do I feel like a Kyle could be Marco minus the punching the girlfriend?
No, for sure. Marco is like,
I was a Kyle in my past.
Yeah.
Minus domestic abuse.
Minus that part.
Minus that part. But I've totally put holes in drywall. I love Monster.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
I mean, when I say put holes, I mean punch holes in drywall.
I know. I used to.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Yeah. I think we all have. Well, actually, I've never punched a hole in drywall, but I have put a big hole in drywall. I've put a Mike Broder head size hole in drywall.
Don't even need a story because I know he deserved it.
I put his head through drywall once in my apartment. It was after a pay-per-view where we had, for some reason, it was a drinking contest where every time someone did something, we drank tequila.
Oh.
Next thing I know, there's a head-size hole in my wall. So that's why we don't drink tequila anymore.
Oh my goodness! Doing some demo work late at night.
Yeah. Oh my God! And that's before I knew how to patch a hole.
No.
So we're talking. This was holy shit. This was like, God. This must have been like late '90s. And I went to Home Depot and got some big kit to patch a big hole. I had no idea what I was doing. It was bad.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But that hole, of course, obviously that hole stayed until like move out day.
Oh yeah.
Nobody patches a hole until they have to.
I think. Yeah. No. Fuck. I am. God damn it. I used to be a Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh God. Is there like a support group I could go to?
Yeah. There's
I have all this angst now.
I don't know if he hits his girlfriend, but there's a guy that no, not you.
Okay.
No, if I was talking about you, I would have said wife.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Jesus Christ, give me at least that.
Yeah. No, there's a guy a contractor that the last guy I worked for. We would do some jobs for, and his truck was like the white jacked up truck with the fancy rims, but in the centers of the rims, the little like medallion circle in the middle were Monster logos. And he was like a bro, dude, man, talk like this. And I was like, if there was like a dictionary picture of a Kyle, this guy was it.
Like a high-end Kyle.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime I see a monster logo on a vehicle, I immediately subtract about 50 IQ points.
Yeah.
Like immediately right off the bat.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because you're not a sponsored contractor.
Yeah, stop that. Stop it now. Stop it now. No one's that big of a fan of a fucking drink. Stop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, unless you're being fucking sponsored, you're never gonna see me put fucking Monster on anything.
I'm planning on us reaching out to Bang energy drinks at some point.
You want your birthday to be every day.
Because every time I get the birthday cake flavored drink, I just say it's my birthday.
He proudly exclaims,
"It's my birthday today!
It's my birthday today!"
What's up with this ale house? Did you get your free meal?
I never wrote him back.
What is wrong with you?
We dropping the ball, man.
I know. I should take advantage of that while I'm still in the shame spiral. Jesus.
Right. I feel like you're dropping the ball on this one.
All right. Well, this weekend I will.
I'm sure if you talk to the person who sent out to you, they feel you're dropping the ball because they basically reached out to you like, "Hey, man, we'll give you something."
Well, I'm letting them hang and letting them worry about.
They got bigger fish to fry, Temples.
Oh, why isn't he writing me that? At that place, I don't doubt it. The way they're.
I mean, there could be a Zinger Mountain Melt in your future here today.
Oh God, that fucking sounds good.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Marco's getting a food chub.
Fucking. Oh, a nice mountain melt.
He's gonna relieve himself for a few minutes.
But here's the problem.
Since you mentioned mountain melt, he keeps crossing and uncrossing his legs.
here's the terrible thing though. It's like you go out if we were to go to White House right now, get a nice mountain melt. First off, we couldn't have any mod sticks, which really upsets me because that's a great appetizer to build to the anticipation.
No, not mozzarella sticks, mozzarella planks. That's why they're special.
Okay, well
they're those like rectangular ones.
We wouldn't have those either. And then I couldn't also have my spinach dip because we don't have salsa anymore. I picked salsa.
Dude, that spinach dip was like someone chewed up spinach and spit it back into the.
Well, here's the problem, man. It would set under the lamp when it comes out fresh. It's great, but you need to have the salsa to complement the rest of the dish, and it's no good either. So then we're just waiting for the mountain melt. Then we have to leave. If we were to get mountain melts today in the heat of the day, we'd never make it to the truck before we died. Like, after a nice mountain melt, oh my God, man, the itis already setting in. We'd be sleeping halfway before we got to fucking concrete. Here we go. Fart chat.
That was a little squirty.
That was a little squirty.
Yeah, no, I don't know. So I just wanted to call and give you the update that things are still
you're a fat fuck.
Still all downhill, which means that my eventual return to grace is going to be more of an uphill climb now that I've put back like 15 pounds.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're a fat fuck. I'm glad I beat you.
Listen,
and I am glad that I had one cheat day and I've been back on keto since that day.
Oh shit!
I have not faltered, and I am working out. I am feeling slim and lean.
You're not.
I don't look
You're
slim
still
and lean.
fat.
No, I don't look slim.
He's losing all his TikTok girls.
Yeah. No, there's always
no. I've transformed from the donut guy now to this guy who's like getting in shape and has that like dad looking bod.
It's all about your journey now.
Yes.
Right. Well, now they don't. They're all telling me. I get messages all day that it's not a dad bod. You have a father figure. I was like, I'll be your daddy.
What?
Right.
The father?
I'm a father figure.
Oh my God! In more ways than one.
Oh my God! You're gonna be Santa Claus in 10 years.
They're shopping for someone for their kid. Yeah, I think that what you're going to find also is that as you edge closer to a healthier look, and that you're posting all this workout and diet stuff, that you might be able to dip your toe into a fitter class of women now too.
Well, you know what's funny is like I posted a couple videos this week. I haven't been really like posting a lot because I don't have time, but I can see where like a lot of the comments and likes are coming from. I am a star in Canada. Like I am a legend in Canada, a TikTok legend in Canada.
What's that going to do for you, though?
Yeah, what is that going to do for you? It's Canada.
I don't know, but there's Toronto seems to be the area. So I'm very big in Toronto. And here's the other thing. I'm big in the UK. So the American people could give two shits about me. They must like heavier, hairy guys overseas and up in the northern part of Canada up there. So
a large, hairy American, you're like an attraction.
Right. I think it's time to take this on the road. I think I need to do a TikTok.
Once
the borders open.
I got bad news. No countries are letting Americans in.
I just said that, yeah. Once the borders open, the father figure is coming.
The father figure?
Father figure world tour?
I honestly should. You know what? That's my next. I'm going to get a shirt made that just says father figure.
That has to be your next gimmick. That's perfect, man.
Right. Father figure.
With your silhouette.
Right. With my stupid face.
No, your fucking belly, man. It's still a dad bod.
With my shirt up, like, hanging out the belly. Father figure.
Godfather font. It's good stuff.
God.
I like it.
Yes, that's brilliant.
I like it. I like it.
Well, all right. I got to run because there's two things. One, my phone is at 8%. Two, I have to take a massive shit, and I haven't shit in 4 days.
So
oh my
take God!
This time to go for it. Right? Yeah. Well, I don't drink bottles of magnesium citrate like
listen,
over there.
Listen. I've taken the podcast to the bathroom before. It's not.
Well, my phone's gonna die. It's at 8%, and then number 3, my children want pancakes, which I will not be eating because I'm gonna make myself eggs because I am not a fat Temples. That's what I'll end up.
Your kids are old enough to cook for themselves.
Are you still playing the stuttering girl videos in front of your kids?
Oh, my daughter, she gets so mad. And then you know what I tell her every time? It's Ben's fault. She's like, well, Ben's an asshole. I'm like, yes, he is.
Why? Because I send it to you. You're the one that watches it.
Right. Because I'll announce it. Ben sent me another one.
Oh, here's the thing. Oh my God, I'm crying.
What?
I'm gonna go out for a visit, and she's gonna like just be the cold shoulder,
Just staring at you, yeah, like-
just
Right.
giving me side eye all the time.
You're sitting in the family room trying to talk to AJ, and she's just standing at the doorway, just like fucking.
Anytime I
Yeah.
try
Lasers.
and like say like anything to her, she just fucking like one word answers and walks away.
Right.
You create.
Oh, I've got heat with a fucking. How old is she? 13-year-old.
13. Yeah.
Got heat with a teenager, brother.
Oh well.
Right.
That's-
I almost sent you one yesterday. I don't know if you saw it, but it wasn't. She did a voiceover one, so there was no stuttering because she did a voiceover, and I was like thrown off, and I almost sent it to you, and I said, "No, I can't because it's not in line with what we
You mean
send each other."
she lip
So go
synced?
watch it.
She lip synced to
Something.
someone else's sound. Oh, okay.
Right.
I think that's.
Right.
I
But it's funny because it says like, it's like I think it was like something about haters or something. And whatever the words were like, basically like go to hell haters, and she like lip synced it, and I was like, she didn't stutter the lip sync. That was my first thought.
Here's the thing: does she set her videos up for duets?
Oh my God, you'd be crucified if you did that.
I know. Listen. I'm not saying I do
Or
it.
just the sound.
I'm not saying I do it.
Sound.
I'm not saying I
Yeah.
do it, but I'm not
Yes,
gonna.
you would.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, maybe internally, not for public posting.
Not yet. Is we saying is not yet. Our reach needs to be. A
I
little
gotta
bit
go
larger.
make pancakes. I got kids yelling at me over here.
Go make pancakes, bro.
Tell her Ben said to watch some TikTok, and you'll make them later.
Hey, Lex. Hold on. She's
Ben said no
Lex,
pancakes for you.
Ben's gonna send me more stuttering videos. Yeah.
Tell her I found another one. Another
found
girl. Another girl.
That stutters. Even Bacon doesn't like it.
Bacon hates it.
She said, "Stop."
Weird.
Oh
All right.
Lord. All right, man. Go
Goodbye.
make pancakes.
Goodbye.
I'm crying.
Oh, that's fantastic. You have a mortal enemy now.
A 13-year-old. Well, I'm not a fan of kids, and kids aren't fans of me, I guess.
That's fantastic.
Although that's about the age where I could start. Once they have a personality, it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I'll talk to your kids, but before
And his
that-
kids probably have really strong personalities. Most of them hating you.
Oh my God.
Stop with the stuttering.
I mean, I swear it's not that mean-spirited as it sounds. On
No,
this
it
podcast.
really isn't. It's just, hey, man, it's fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
But the end of all hers are
The
my
funny
favorite.
thing is that like you're sitting next to me in the truck,
Yeah.
and a new one will come up, and I'll just
Yeah.
shut the volume down on the radio, and you don't know what I'm doing at first, and then you hear her, and you're like, oh my God.
The entire content of all those videos is meaningless to me. My favorite part is the very end. And the only reason the end is my favorite part is because she's always talking about she's about to go deep into something. She's about to like start talking about something, make a point, and then she starts this tick, and it's just like, "Oh, and plutonium okay, bye." And then it's over. It's like, "But finish the sentence." Oh, you son of a bitch.
But okay, and here's the thing, because I've talked about this with
Yeah.
Danielle, because she's a big fan of this. Her sign off is K bye,
Yeah.
but lately she's been having a really hard time hitting that finish, like on K,
Yeah.
just on OK or K or whatever she
Yeah.
says. She'll get hung up on that, and we'll be spending a good 10 seconds
Oh.
waiting to move on. And that's like, because the rest of the video, you're like, all right, she stutters. And
Yeah.
there's these points where she makes a face or whatever. And God, it sounds so mean, but it's really just wholesome entertainment. I swear to God. And, but then at the end you think it's, we're out. And then you get that extra. Lately, she's just been getting hung up on the sign off. On the sign off.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. See, I don't. You
yeah.
can't do that. You
Listen,
can't make fun of the.
I'm
you
not
can't,
making fun.
No, I'm not make fun. You can make fun, but you can't do the stutter. Don't
okay.
actually do.
Is
the
that the
stutter.
line?
I think that might be the line.
Okay, well, no, because 100%, I'm with you. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
it's good wholesome. We're just having fun.
It's the line on the.
I mean, she's literally put herself out there, and whatever her revenue stream is from all of this is based off her.
Listen,
off her take.
she's laughing all the way.
Yeah, she really is. Because
listen,
are ads?
I don't know how TikTok. I think she's got like sponsors.
Oh, okay.
So she'll make a post saying, "Look at this stuff that I got from so and so," or you start wearing someone's makeup and doing makeup tutorials, or stutter through makeup tutorials and all that. I think that's how you do it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think there's ads on TikTok. I've never. When your feed you scroll through and there'll be a video watch and you'll realize it's an ad.
The only TikTok I see is what you share.
Yeah. Yeah, but I only bring the good stuff. Yeah, no, yeah, that's
Hey, I have a parcel pending.
okay.
I don't remember ordering anything. It's probably from the wife. All right, whatever. You have one parcel pending. I like that system, by the way. Here,
yeah,
I really do. Our little apartment system has. I mean, our apartment has a parcel system like the. I guess Amazon's doing it now in like convenience store and locations where they've got the whole lockers.
They've got lockers. Yeah.
Lockers, and you have a code you press in. Well, our apartment has two, like a big room where it's got two of those, A and B.
Well, in our area, there's several of those.
Oh, around the whole thing,
complex.
around the whole complex, and it's just really convenient. And even when your package is too big to, like when the bed frame came in, like you feel like, oh, I feel like my package is safely waiting for me.
In that room?
In that room. And that's a good feeling to have because when you live in a complex like this,
what's weird though is that lately I'm getting a lot of stuff dropped off at the door again.
Really?
Yeah. Which I don't know. Maybe everyone's trusting the parcel locker room system, and now they don't have enough lockers.
Yeah.
You know, because people aren't getting their stuff quickly.
I don't want it to sit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
To sit. So, all right, after the podcast here, I'm going to go pick up whatever parcel might be waiting for me. So, buddy, you know they're talking about a new round of stimulus checks. What are you going to do?
I'm going to have to call the IRS and be like, listen, motherfuckers.
So everyone has gotten their stimulus check except Ben Temple?
Not everybody. A lot of people haven't, but...
No, yeah. Well, a lot of dead people have.
A
lot of dead people.
I should just play dead.
You should.
Or file my... I could probably dig up my mom's death certificate and get some vital information off of there. And file. File for her. Just put my address. And because our names both are close enough, start with a B, that maybe I could just sign my name to the back in the little...
I almost wanted to ask my mom if my dad had got one when I found out.
Because you're both Marco.
Yeah. Well, he was Anthony, so...
Oh, it didn't...
Yeah. Yeah, but as we've come to find out, like most government systems, this was broken as all shit. And so many dead people got fucked. What was it, like 1.4 billion or some shit like that? It was a ridiculous number, the amount of dead people that received.
No, not billion. We don't even have 1.4 billion people in the country. There's like
no dollars worth of stimulus money.
Okay.
Yeah, like dollars worth of stimulus money. Out of the 3 trillion or whatever the fuck it was.
No, I have to call the IRS because whatever I filed the 2019.
Yeah.
Just so that they would have my bank account information for the stimulus check.
Yeah.
And when you check on my file, it's still at between like it's still waiting at the final stage, and I'm like, well, what the fuck, you know? So I'm gonna call, even if it's like, oh, there's irregularities, and we're gonna audit you. I'm like, well, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah,
just put the bank account information through, so I can get the $1,200. You can audit me later.
Audit away.
Listen, man, I just want that free money.
Yeah.
I want that Trump check.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw that all the numbers were hiking back up across the country. I'm like, oh, we're gonna get another round of checks because they're gonna shut everything down again.
They're gonna. You know what, man? I was thinking about this the other day. That we might be going back to clear roads here. In the next month or so.
Maybe. I think they're not. I think they're resisting going full shutdown again.
Well, yeah, because the fucking country will revolt. but it just sucks being an American citizen. That one had a little bit of legs to it.
That was weird.
That had a little bit of legs to it.
Ooh. It sounds weird getting through this microphone.
Oh my god,
dude! I apologize.
That was not good, man. It was not good. Go see a fucking doctor, Jesus. Oh god, I was saying something about being proud to be an American. Now I'm about to be gassed out like a fucking
Listen, this Jew's getting revenge. I'm gassing. I'm gassing you people.
Oh my god! I'd pull.
I literally had to just open the window.
I'd pull.
It's
Mel
only
Gibson.
like 100 degrees outside, but
yeah.
There's no way.
It's like
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Jesus! Oh. It's like Total Recall. You go out the window, it's fucking Mars outside.
Still more hospitable than in here right now.
Holy shit, man!
I can't believe that. They never smell like that.
Oh. Christ, you eat a fucking dead animal?
Yes, I've eaten several. That's the problem. So I don't even know what we were talking about.
I don't something about American. And,
whatever. The stimulus checks.
I was happy, but
I got
our fellow countrymen are failing us in a fucking fantastic way.
Yeah,
So
well, whatever. It's not my.
But
problem.
if it gets us more money, it gets us more free money. Hey, we're essential. Our jobs are secure. So go ahead, America, fight away.
Right.
Resist away, Karen away, Bob away.
As long as we can have a football season still, I think I'll be all right. I know you're grimacing, but
I think they're about to cancel the MLB and NBA restarts.
Well,
I think that's on the horizon, man.
Maybe.
You know what? I think that this Fight Island concept with Dana is going to be what makes the UFC the only sport that never shut down in 2020.
Well, maybe. Although those people aren't going to be living on the island for months and months and months.
If they're not fighting on the fucking beach, I'm turning it off. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care enough to see just no. You promised us fucking Mortal Kombat, and I want to see a goddamn fucking octagon on a fucking beach.
I want it like Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
There better be a helicopter shot or a drone shot swooping in from the ocean and going over a beach, the sand where there's like 300 Asians doing their martial arts training katas or whatever they're doing, all in unison.
Every good fighting game, man. Every good fighting game.
And then it flies over some ruins.
Yeah.
And then it swoops around, and you catch the boats coming in with all the fighters on them. And then they disembark with their luggage, and
and
that's the opening.
Yeah.
I mean, you should just rip off everything: Mortal Kombat, Enter the Dragon,
everything at once, man. Everything at once.
Because they all ripped each other off.
Why not, brother? Why not just have a guy standing on a mountaintop in skull armor? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? If you listen, you've already gone this far.
I want Dana to like chop his hand off, and have that little bear claw hand with the razors on it that he scratched Bruce Lee with at the end of the movie, Mr. Hand.
Can we get beach volleyball out of this too? Just combine every ridiculous aspect.
Well, Dana, you have an island.
You have an island. You have a beach. All you need is a net and some bikinis, man. Guys and gals. Listen, man. Everyone fighting is in like the best shape a human body can get into. Well, for the most part, unless
that's
you're
not true at all.
Unless you're like Daniel Cormier. Come on, man. Not again. No. Oh. All right. Now we have to end this. This is getting ridiculous.
It's getting bad here. All right, we're gonna cut this one short.
Right. Ben's about to explode. He's so gaseous.
I need a separate microphone.
Oh my god.
I need a dedicated mic because, my God, this one. It's when you first bring it back up to talk in it.
Fucking Christ. Okay, let's get this over with. I got shit to do today.
Apparently, I have shit to do right now.
Fucking smells like. Oh my god.
You want to hang around for one more minute?
No.
I might have another wise nugget to drop.